Hi there, this is David, and I, like most of you, just got done watching the latest Nintendo Direct. And I am pretty excited about a lot of the announcements that they made. I am stoked about just about everything as far as it relates to RPGs, and there was tons of them announced. So I am here to give you the rundown on what just happened on this Nintendo Direct. So let's take a little look-see, shall we? First up, we have Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes, to be released on June 24th of this year. And this is kind of Fire Emblem meets Dynasty Warriors. It's battling in a Mushu style. You can choose, whichever hero you want to, that sort of thing. I personally am not the biggest fan of games like these. I've played them before. I've played like Dragon Quest Heroes. I played Trinity Souls of Zil-Ol. But they never really captured me. They never really grabbed me. I did enjoy Fire Emblem Three Houses because I'm kind of, I like strategy RPGs. But these Dynasty Warrior games, I don't know. They're not really my cup of tea. But it is in the RPG vein, so I figured, we can talk about it. Next up, we have Advance Wars 1 and 2 Reboot Camp available on April 8th, and the pre-orders are available now. This is a remake of Advance Wars 1 and 2, which was originally released back on the Game Boy Advance. It has full voice acting, and it's basically a Fire Emblem clone, but it's better. It's actually arguably one of the best games on the system, and there's no permadeath. If any of your characters die, you can just spend some money and build another one, so you don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. This game got great reviews when it first came out. I remember playing it and having a good old time with it as well, so I am looking forward to this particular remake. Next up, we have Front Mission First coming out this summer, and a remake of Front Mission 2 coming out sometime in the future. So, Front Mission, let's just talk about this series for a minute. This game has actually been remade quite a bit of time, at least the first game has. It first came out on the SNES back in Japan, then it was remade for the PlayStation 1, then it came out again on the Nintendo DS. So, it looks like Nintendo is trying to give us a ton of strategy RPGs. They saw the success of Three Houses, so they're like, hey, let's get Fire Emblem Warriors. Let's get Advance Wars 1 and 2 out there. Hey, let's get Front Mission out there as well. So if you are a strategy RPG fan like I am, then you might want to check out these really nice remakes. I want to say there's 5 main games in the Front Mission series. Not all of them have been released here in America, but they are very good Fire Emblem type clones. And next up, boom, we got Chrono Cross, the Radical Dreamers edition, coming out April 7th. Wow. We knew that this was going to happen. I knew that this game was going to come. I didn't know it was going to come out on the Switch. I figured it was going to come out for Sony, but hey, whatever, I'll take what I can get. The pre-orders open up today. What is nice, though, is that you can turn off enemy encounters. That's fantastic, because enemy encounters in this game are completely useless because of the experience system. So putting that in, maybe putting in some fast forwarding like they had in the New Game Plus, that would just be some amazeballs. Also included in this remake is Radical Dreamers, because, as we all know, Chrono Cross is not actually a sequel to Chrono Trigger. Chrono Cross is a sequel to a visual novel, Radical Dreamers, which was only released in Japan on the, Satellaview or something like that. So, yeah, that's really what this is all about. You get them all bundled together, and boom! Kirby and the Forgotten Land launching on March 25th right now. This isn't a JRPG, but I don't care. I love Kirby. He's so cute. And this game looks to be pretty cool. It's like Kirby if it took place in The Last of Us, post-apocalyptic dreamland or something? I don't know. Essentially, the Waddle Dees are all kidnapped or something, so you have to go and you have to rescue them, and then you put them into their little town, and the town's gonna evolve as the more Waddle Dees you actually rescue. And Kirby, not only can he use his normal powers, but he can actually suck up other things and use their powers. It showed off the car power just before. It showed off some vending machine power. It showed off all sorts of different cool powers in addition to Kirby's regular powers. And then, as you get more Waddle Dees in town, you can upgrade and evolve your normal powers and then make them even more powerful. So yeah, this isn't a JRPG, but I don't care because I love me some Kirby. What can I say? I am personally excited for this one. Next up on our long list of games to cover is Kingdom Hearts. It's cloud-based, though. You have to ask, like, who asked for this? Especially whenever there's this amazing thing out for the PlayStation 4 right now, where you can get them all physically, and it's not on cloud. So I don't know why they're even hyping this and saying it's so great, because, not a fan of cloud, don't want to support it, the end. And now we have what, to me, this was the most shocking announcement of the entire stream. Live Alive, available July 22nd. Who knew that Live Alive was going to be coming out? And it's not just a port. This is an HD 2D remake of Live Alive. Live Alive, if you don't know, was a Japan-only RPG, has been translated into English, and it's really cool, actually, because each character, their story takes place in a different time period. There's like futuristic cube, there's a caveman story, there's like a samurai ninja story, there's like a cowboy story. It's really freaking cool. This was not my favorite game on the SNES, but I did play it. Played all the stories all the way through. I beat it. I did my due diligence playing this game. I haven't really included it in a lot of lists, though, because, again, like I said, it is one of my favorites. But hey, I love me some SNES games. This came out of left field. No idea that this was going to be coming out at all. And I am definitely going to be supporting this and purchasing this because I want more HD 2D games. I want more SNES classics created in this way. Give me the Octopath style. Give me the Triangle Strategy style. Give me what they're doing with Dragon Quest 1, 2, and 3 in this HD 2D. I am loving it. Here we are. Triangle Strategy. Yeah. Basically, there has already been a demo of Triangle Strategy available on the Switch. But now they are releasing an upgraded demo to that, playable all the way up to Chapter 3. And this is coming out on March 4th. The demo is available now, though, and let's hope that the choices actually matter. Let's hope that the choices aren't in the same vein as Final Fantasy Tactics, and they're actually in the same vein as, let me pause it here, that they're actually in the same vein as, Tactics Ogre, or even Fire Emblem Three Houses, because that was amazing. You know, they were saying that there are 3 nations at war, so let's hope that there's 3 different playthroughs, and you can choose which nation you want to align yourself with, and then the story will play out differently depending on that. Wouldn't that be pretty cool? Okay, and back to the next announcement. Earthbound. Yeah, this is one of my favorite games as a child. This is not an updated port. This is not an HD 2D. This is just a straight port of the SNES game, putting it onto their SNES cloud service. But they are also going to be putting Earthbound Beginnings on the cloud service. It is not clear whether they are putting the enhanced remake of Earthbound Beginnings on there, though. If you don't know, Earthbound Beginnings was released on the NES, but then there was a remake of it on the Game Boy Advance. Actually, both of those games on the Game Boy Advance. And the Game Boy Advance had an easy mode, so hopefully they are putting that in, because this game can be brutally difficult without that easy mode. Whenever I personally played through this game for my Let's Play for my channel, I play the Game Boy Advance version, and I played the easy mode because the grinding is just crazy town. So hopefully that they do that, and that's a pretty cool thing right there with Earthbound coming out for their systems here. And now their final announcement, Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I am a huge Xenoblade fan. I've been a fan of the Xeno series ever since Xenogears back on the PlayStation 1, played the Xenosaga games, played the Xenoblade games. However, I will say this. I don't like whenever games' combat becomes too complex. And I feel like the combat in Xenoblade Chronicles 2 was a bit much for me. And here's to hoping that they go back to the basics and they take notes from the combat system of the first game, because I really did thoroughly enjoy the combat in that game. This seems to be a darker take on Xenoblade, and it also seems to kind of have an Eastern flair, as you can see in these in this gameplay footage right here. And it's supposedly supposed to tie in the stories of Xenoblade Chronicles 1 and 2 together. They didn't say anything about Xenoblade Chronicles X. I don't know if they just want to forget about that game. I don't know why they're not going to port that game over onto the Switch, consider it's just languishing over on the Wii U. That would be nice, you know, a girl can dream, who knows. But yeah, there has been so many great announcements in this Nintendo Direct. I do hope that this video was helpful to you insofar as seeing what is actually coming out for the system in the upcoming months, and seeing what great RPGs there are available. I, for one, am stoked about all of these remakes. I am stoked about some, I'm even excited about Chrono Cross Remastered, for God's sakes. I'm really excited about Live Alive. I'm very excited about Xenoblade Chronicles 3. It does seem to be a lot of remakes, unfortunately, but they're not all straight ports, except for Earthbound, of course, because God forbid. And God forbid we get Mother 3, that would just be far too much to ask. You give us the ones that we've already had. That's just wonderful. But yeah, other than that, this has been a fantastic Nintendo Direct. I am thrilled about it. Hope you guys are too. What did you enjoy most in this Nintendo Direct? Let me know in the comments. And as always, have a good day.